Hello everyone, welcome to the Gossip Wing. Just go and gossip great. We dig the depth of sensible gossipers. We do a gossip that makes sense. Gossip Wing podcast with productive people and me. Just wow gossip and just wow podcast. Today we are gonna gossip with AVM High School represented by its principal Mr. Akhter Shareef ji, who is aiming to launch bright students as the leaders of the society. AVM High School is founded by Mr. Abdul Wahid Muhammad ji, and since its existence from 1970, Mr. Akhter Shareef ji has carried on the legacy to serve the students a worthy recipe of education. So chalo, let's gossip with Mr. Akhter Shareef ji.
Hello sir.
Hello madam.
So we heard a lot about your school, your journey. Many people are inspired by your school journey, and in this society there are many people who want to come to this education industry, but those people will sustain those who have passion towards giving bright education to children.
True.
So that is visible in your schooling pattern and all. We are very happy to meet you today, sir.
Thank you, and on behalf of all the school management and all, I welcome you. And you have rightly said, school has a very good legacy of almost 54 years right now. Everybody connected in the school, they come with a passion to teach and to make something better in the lives of the students.
So we heard you are also from legal fraternity.
Yes, basically I come from a legal background and a professionally trained lawyer.
Yeah, people from legal fraternity being into this field is a very great combination, and it's very productive to the all students also. So today, with the inspiration we got from you, we came here to just put forth some questions to you, so that your inspiration should spread to other students, other schools also. So we'll go with my questionnaire, sir.
Please.
Yeah. So can you share the vision and mission of AVM High School?
The AVM actually wanted to have change in the mindset actually first. I'll give you one example. Suppose if you have a small child, a infant, baby, right? A baby doesn't like all food.
Yes.
Baby like to eat the food which the baby likes, right? And here we should go with the student-centric program, not the one which is convenient to the school or which is convenient to the teacher.
Yes.
A child eats something which the child likes. Similarly, the child learns something which the child likes.
Yes.
So we have to be a student-centric, child-centric. Not something like with your own program, with your own agenda. You cannot make anything fruitful or result oriented.
So you would love to give a child friendly atmosphere in your school.
Yeah, first thing, students should love to come to school. It should be like a second home for every child. A teacher should treat himself or herself a parent first. Not like the teacher comes to school, perform the duty very strictly, putting on some responsibility and doing so. No, the teacher's first responsibility is to understand the children.
Yes.
Then follow up with everything. Discipline comes first. Not completion of a lesson. Completion of something is not so immediately important. The immediate important thing is imparting values, imparting discipline, the way of life. If we teach them the way of life, if you are dealing with a boy and if you want to make him a gentleman, then you should make a program to make a gentleman.
Yes.
Not something a certificate holder or something, a child has completed something. No, we don't want a data recorder.
True, sir, true. So actually, life of a child starts mostly with public behavior. So school is very important to learn all that. So because most of the time we are outside of the home. After we attain some age, we are mostly into public. So yes, true, sir. We need to give importance
with whom,
to
how the child should behave.
Yes.
Today he is a child, tomorrow he will be an adult.
Yes.
And if we teach him or her how to behave independently, a discipline is something like that should be followed when nobody observes.
True.
it is not important that, I'm following discipline when everybody is watching me. No.
Yes.
Discipline is something which you need to follow when nobody is watching you.
Yes, sir. 100%.
All the time, not just when my teacher is there in my presence, I'm behaving very disciplined. No. A child has to follow his own discipline all the time, whether he is being monitored or not monitored.
True. So we'll proceed with the next one. What makes AVM High School stand out from other schools in Rajendra Nagar, Hyderabad?
It's a very beautiful question. And this is what I should call it as the legacy what the founders have left for us, and that we are carrying forward. It is being told that when we enter AVM school, we should understand the child, what he knows or what she knows. Like, the moment a child starts the academic year, irrespective whether the child is a new child, newly admitted, or an existing child, we have to make sure that we conduct a baseline test immediately at the beginning of the academic year.
Okay.
This is the system what we follow. And immediately after the baseline, we come across the competencies of the child, what the child knows and what has to be taught. And accordingly, a well thought out program is designed within what time, what topics has to be taught to the child, so that the child should be brought into a mainstream. Suppose I'm a newly joined student. The old existing students are doing really well, and the new child is lagging behind. So I cannot leave that child behind and make him to just sit in a corner and just observe. No, I have to prepare a program, a child-centric program, so that the child also compete with other students and match up with the same level.
Yes.
And then once we come across this one, we design a program. And before every test, as rightly you said, we stand out compared to other schools because we follow this system. This is a very unique system that you may not find anywhere. It's a pre-test system. Normally what happens in every institution, the school sends out a timetable saying that exams are going to start this date to this date. And what if as a parent, if you are a parent and when you come across the position of a child, the exact, only when you receive the progress report.
Yes.
By the time a report is sent to the parent, what happens? The syllabus, the lessons that have been already taught, the child has already missed. And after this report, a teacher might start the new lessons. The lessons which has already, passed, that are not completed, that is over. So here at AVM, what we do, before conducting the actual test, we conduct a pre-test. First, the teacher does all the drilling, then conduct a pre-test, and the pre-test report is shared with the parent and the teacher also. That, as per the pre-test status, whichever subject the child is not performing well, we conduct a remedial sessions. Okay, so that reinforcement, that remedial sessions and extra class, whatever has been required, that we arrange it. Then from that pre-test to actual test, there is a gap of 8 to 10 days of time or 15 days of time. So within this span of time, the child improves and child is made to improve. Then actual test is conducted. So what we make sure that no student in the class gets a disappointing result. I am not into a race of numbers. No first rank, no second rank. But I am here to make sure that every child learns the competency levels. Right?
Yes.
So the level of competencies that every child should possess, every individual student of a class should possess. So this makes us stand out compared to other schools.
Yeah. Beautiful system you have, sir. Actually, preparing a student mentally to go through the exam, definitely it's a very different aspect. It's a very nice thing, sir. Very nice thing.
If we make the child understand what exactly is required for him. Suppose if a class child student should know Imagine a child of a class first should know numbers from 1 to 100. Suppose if a child has not completed his learning up to 100, he has completed only up to 50. So that is not his mistake. A child is getting a failed marks or failed report is not exactly 100% child's fault.
Correct, sir.
Either the child is absent, or the child might not have concentrated, or the teacher might not have given that much of attention to the child, and that did not develop interest.
In the child.
So eventually what happened? The child got this result. So that we should rule out. So what exactly I say is, prepare it in a way that every child should love to learn it.
Yeah.
The message should be passed on, and the parents who are with us, they are really very happy the way we deal with every child. Every child, the moment steps into our school, the child is our own child. Our system, what we have made in the school, a standard procedures. A child should not be left alone.
Yes, sir.
Even if the child is required to go to washroom, the child should be escorted by his own teacher,
Yes.
not by somebody, some ayamma or somebody. A teacher should take him if a child is a lower grade child, or if he is a middle class child, the teacher should monitor him at least by what time he is going and what time he is returning.
Correct, sir.
So unattended, roaming, or what child is doing, what he is doing, every teacher is taking equal care and equal importance. This is what a standard protocol we have made in the school. Even during lunch breaks also, a teacher's responsibility, because we call teacher not just a teacher. First, a teacher is a mother for every child.
Yes.
How a mother takes care of food, water and everything. So every hourly break there will be a water bell, and during lunch break teacher must ensure that every child eats. If a child is not completing his lunch box or something, the teacher should call the parent and inform that your child is not completing or not eating. Or if some parent are sending some instant food, Maggi or something, then that is also the responsibility of a teacher to inform a parent not to send junk food or this instant ready-made foods. So mostly it is happening because of busy lives or working parents. Some students are carrying that idli, dosa or something which is not 100% nutritious, and relatively in a longer run it is causing some health issues to the children. So that is why we involved teachers also into this. Teacher is not just responsible for books, lessons around, but for everything. The moment child enters the school, the teacher is responsible for everything.
Yes. So an unmonitored child always goes little bit wrong. So here in this much monitoring,
There is
every child will become a very good pupil.
Yes. Apart from teachers, we have some student volunteers. They also keep an eye. And now this is a lunch break.
Yes.
We are sitting in my office, in the school, during lunch break. Do you have any sort of noise, shouting or making some loud noises in the school?
No, it's very peaceful, sir.
Very peaceful, and even if you visit the classroom, you'll see that some party is going on inside the classroom.
Yeah.
They arrange themselves in a class. Teachers will be sitting in between, taking care of every child, whether he is eating or not eating. So it is like a parent relations.
A great
A
bond.
second parent in the school.
Good bonding between all. Them.
Yes,
Yeah. Very nice, sir. So we'll go with the next question.
please.
So, how does this AVM High School ensure safety for the students, safety and security?
Safety is the primary, responsibility of every school. See, that should be, understood and realized by every individual who is connected in the school. We have our own, well-trained staff, IMS, watchmen, security guard, drivers, janitors, They make sure that nothing is left in the school which harms the individual. Like, say, our IMS make sure that no sharp edges are found in the school. Even if accidentally if somebody falls, so they should not be hurt. Drivers make sure that every child should reach their home. Watchmen, security, their responsibility is to make sure that every unauthorized person should never enter into the school. And teachers, assistant teachers, IMS, attenders, they make sure that school is a very safe and serene environment should be given to every child. We have our CC cameras placed in all the corners. Complete school is covered with CCTV. Drinking water is safe, washrooms are safe, neat, and we have a janitor placed, and her responsibility, because it's a lady, so her responsibility is to make sure that washrooms are always neat and clean. So she is there all the time, 8 in the morning and until 5 in the evening.
Great, sir. So, how does the school maintain individual attention on every child?
Yes, we have our school policy, like we have a very limited student-teacher ratio. Every classroom we have 20 students and 1 teacher. And every class is being mentored by a senior teacher, and every subject teacher is assisted by an assistant teacher.
Okay.
So this is how we maintain our own internal procedures, and this is how we try to cover up entire syllabus, correction work, preparation work, and everything.
So this attention with which you are providing to the students, can this be ensured that their emotions are monitored? Like, emotional health is important in a public atmosphere.
True. And that should be top place, because unless a child is emotionally well, happy, joyful, then the child may not be able to concentrate on anything. Forget about studies. A child may not even pay full attention to his sports and games or other co-curricular activities. So emotional wellness is very important. That is why we have incorporated yoga classes, we have incorporated etiquette classes in the school, and we have no bag day, wherein children they come, they speak out.
Okay.
They speak out everything what they wanted. So that is being recorded. We note down everything, our teachers note down everything, and accordingly we come up again with a program what exactly we have to do it. Because it is not, as I already earlier said, it is not something we should go with our own agenda. We should go with what the children likes.
So generally, if we ask any person's school journey, like how their school life was, every person will have some
Memories.
bitter memory. Everyone will have. So they say, I was sometime humiliated, I was sometime insulted. Everyone have so many kind of sad memories also, along with their whole journey of sweetness. So how can you ensure that students of this school are not put to such mental or emotional hardships?
True. So that is why we from our school senior teachers, HM, myself and everybody, we involve ourselves into their celebrations. We on and off we go and we talk to the students, school captains, school leaders. Their responsibility is to make sure that what is going wrong, that they should report to the school. First they should report to their teachers, and immediately teachers should report to us. And if sometimes something during communication gap, something may left out, so to avoid that also, we have no restrictions for the students to enter into the principal's office. Like how they enter their classroom, how they interact with the teachers, they can interact with the principal also. There is no, like, you cannot talk to principal, you cannot enter without seeking appointment or anything. They love to come and talk to me. So every day I keep on interacting with every student. So that 99% we rule out that okay, there is no question of any sort of humiliation, trauma, or anything like a student is subjected to. With the same, we don't have any sort of punishment program in the school. No physical punishment, that is strictly prohibited.
Oh.
Even yelling at the student is also not allowed. If some student is behaving unruly or not doing his work consistently, we call their parents, we try to motivate them, encourage the child, or if required, we arrange some supplementary programs like some extra classes or weekend classes for the child to come up, which is, some special class, like a program.
It's very interesting. So next, what kind of extracurricular opportunities does AVM High School offer to the students?
We don't, always say that we have all these so-called international facilities, but down to earth, we simply, we have student-centric programs where we keep on, motivating students how to keep their body and mind healthy. So we have co-curricular programs like yoga, as I said, and we have a dance program.
Okay.
So very recently, Children's Day was celebrated.
Okay.
So classical dances and everything
Oh.
performed.
Okay.
So we involve students in every activity.
We came across some good, I think, like a street play. Your students have performed some women empowerment.
Theatre.
Yeah, they performed
Theatre
some
arts.
activity. It was it was very inspiring to see like that.
And I'm really very proud to say that we have a theatre team in the school.
Okay.
And in the past, we have 6 national awards
Okay.
and state first, Telangana government state first prize.
Okay.
So in theatre activities, all these students are, actively involved into this, not just academics.
Okay. This is very important actually.
True, true.
Balance between academic life and entertaining life is
True.
very important in a school atmosphere.
Last month, a batch of high school girls took part in South India's school parliament
Okay.
at Bangalore.
Oh.
So students really performed well, and hopefully next month they'll be also interacting with some other state students.
Okay.
There is a cultural exchange program. So students, the past they have been to Srinagar, Punjab, Delhi, Calcutta,
Wow.
Chhattisgarh.
Okay.
So it's a program like cultural exchange program. They often go and see the cultures of different states. Other students also come and interact with them. So probably next month there is a program for our high school students. They'll be interacting with the students from Delhi and Srinagar.
This parliament part actually we find in only colleges, but it's imbibed in your school. That's very
True.
by this age onwards they get the discipline which they follow in the political field.
Correct. So it is like an awareness program, how this bills are presented, how amendments are taking place.
Actually,
All
in
this.
students, internal politics are
True.
there everywhere. So imbibing such parliament programs and all, it will clean them
Correct.
to play a proper political role in
Make them
society.
aware and to behave responsibly, and how exactly even they can guide others also.
The etiquettes and all.
True.
It's great, sir. Very great. So, how does AVM High School ensure quality education?
Very good question. See, there is no compromise in quality. First, as I said, we have a very limited teacher-student ratio in every class. So that enables the teachers to focus on each and every individual child. And with regard to quality, there is no second chance. There is zero tolerance. We make sure that no student is left behind.
Okay.
With regard to the subjects, as I mentioned earlier, every subject is attended by a senior teacher as a mentor.
Okay.
So a senior teacher's mentoring and their regular professional development, their teachers training, every month there will be a compulsory teacher training program.
Okay.
So that teachers are equipped with all the teaching standards, the latest things that teachers should be aware of, that they should adopt in the class to make sure that every individual student or group of students should be taught well, and more especially there should not be anything like some old methods are being adopted. So I want to make sure that our teachers are well equipped with everything.
Okay. It is said that standard of a school is calculated with the quality of a teacher.
We have teachers, all the teachers are, by the grace of God, they are all trained, highly qualified.
That
There are mostly
is actually very great. Having great mind to teach and then
with the
qualification.
right degrees, yes.
Yeah, it's very great.
So their competency wise, they are properly, trained, qualified. And what we would like to make sure that before, taking the teachers on board, that not just an individual with a set of degrees, but with that dedication, with a passion to teach, and with that love and care to handle every child is very important.
Correct, sir. The next interesting question I would like to put to you is, what role does discipline play in the school's philosophy?
Discipline always, something which makes a student ready for tomorrow. There's no point of making a child, civilized without, teaching them proper discipline, values, etiquette.
The practical zone.
Yes, as following discipline before somebody who is seeing me, monitoring me is not important.
Yes.
Discipline is something which everybody should follow, whether somebody monitors or not.
Even behind the four walls.
Yes, exactly, all the time. So that makes somebody a true gentleman. It is not like you are seeing me and I'm behaving very, in a gentleman way. It is not. Always a child should be taught something that they should not miss it.
Yeah.
So same like discipline is something like it should be imbibed into their way of life.
Yes. So if parents or a teacher, when they find their student or their child to be in exactly the way they wanted them to be, it's a very happiest feeling.
We conduct parent orientation program and interactions with the parents during PTMs.
Okay.
And we say that we as a parent, what we do is we tell our children, beta, you don't do this, don't watch TV. And in the front of children, we watch TV.
True.
So we have to first follow, then we should preach.
Yes.
It's simply like, you don't follow and you simply ask your child to follow. You don't read the books and you ask your child to read the books. First, you follow it, let your child follow you.
So means discipline is like becoming a true disciple of the discipline.
Exactly.
Do you agree, sir?
Well said.
Okay. So you ensure a great disciplinary bonding in the students.
Yes.
Great, sir. So next one, can you talk about affordability of AVM High School's education?
AVM is not in the race of making money or anything. As I said, we have very limited child student teacher ratio in the school. So that itself says that we are not into this race. Our fee structure is very affordable, and unlike other places, we don't have any hidden fee structures. Whatever we say, we strictly follow it, and we don't charge any paisa for anything after that. Field visits, school celebrations, all activities, everything that itself covers in the school fees.
Okay.
We don't charge any single paisa for any activity in the school.
Okay. So generally in society we see two aspects of schooling or educational institution. Those will be like either a topmost institute having so much of standard and so much of big building, everything they will have.
True.
But their fee structure is very high.
Yes.
So students always, parents and also students, they will try to choose a good institution. But unfortunately, seeing their fee structure, they will compromise themselves, saying, "Chalo, we'll go to some normal school." They will term other schools as normal. But having all that caliber of the big educational institutions, along with the affordable fee structure, is really very inspiring from your school actually.
This is only possible when parents realize that they are not just a fee payers in the school, they are the partners in the school.
Yes.
I am sending my child to the school which I really inspired of. I saw a school which is following something which I really like. So that made me to admit my child in the school. And after getting my child admitted, and if I am seeing something which is not happening right, I should not blame somebody. I should simply come and interact with the school. Because I should feel like I am the partner of the school. I'm not blaming the other institutions. There are hundreds and thousands of institutions, but like I want to make my child something responsible, to become competent, qualified, skillful. So accordingly we have to go and make sure that whether the school is doing all these things or not.
So what kind of celebrations you will be conducting to the students so that they could get recreation from the general day-to-day activities?
So immediately after the start of academic year, throughout the year, every month there is one or the other celebrations at the school.
Oh.
So first we have is the Doctor's Day in the month of July, Independence Day.
Yeah.
Then we have Teachers' Day in September, and then the month of October we have this Dasara festival and all that celebration.
So all traditional.
Everything they do it. In November, Children's Day, and the month of December we have some activity for the students. And again, January, Republic Day, then February, Grandparents' Day, March. On the Women's Day we do.
So what they do in this Grandparents' Day? So they will act like.
Grandparents' Day, we invite all the grandparents to come along with their grandchildren, and we arrange some games for the grandparents.
Okay.
And we share some of the experiences of the grandparents. The grandparents are ignored nowadays.
Yeah.
Why they are not equally given importance. So that we share with the parents, and we allow grandparents to talk. So they'll feel lot of energetic. They talk, they interact, they feel very happy, and at last we honor every grandparent with some mementos and prizes.
Okay, it's great, sir. Like hardly grandparents goes to grandchildren's school these days. So imbibing such activities is very great step.
Involving grandparents also.
Yes. They will also feel so proud that my grandchild is performing something. So very great, sir. Very nice initiative you have.
Thank you.
So, so people before joining their kid, after seeing everything, they will also be anxious about what all the awards or recognitions
Honors
that the
the
schools
school
have.
has received.
So, in this marks rank centered world, people will definitely look at that aspect also. So, what all the awards you and the school have acquired in your successful journey?
The long 54 years of this standing of the school has been honored with many awards, prizes. If I start from the beginning, then I should tell you, we had students from school got selected to national level football team. and there are a few students who got first prizes in national level competitions. And the recent one was the Punjab.
Okay.
In inter-school competition, our students got 6 awards on the national level.
Okay.
And 2016, the school was got the first place in theatre arts at Bhadrachalam, and in Chhattisgarh, runner-up,
Okay.
Ranchi. And very recently, we got the Dynamic School Award, the Best Principal of the Year Award 2024,
Wow.
and the Global School Award.
Okay.
So we can explain so that the school is not just into academics, but we involve students in overall development.
So parents need not hesitate as to what this school have in the society. Oh my God, too many achievements this school has.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
So the last but not the least is a very important aspect. So what message would you like to share with parents considering AVM High School for their children?
I would like to request all the parents to first pay a visit to the school and see what the school is doing. And don't just follow what the campaigns and advertisements or something is there. That is why I'm really very cautious before making any comment. If I can do something, then only I'll speak.
Yes.
I'll do it. I do not claim that I have all these things, I'm doing all these things. What I can follow, that I'll do it. So we are not into any commercial race. We have very limited students in the school, and we just wanted to give something better for the students, and of course wanted to help parents to realize their dreams.
So I would suggest every parent should come across such school atmosphere, and they would definitely love to join their child. So I would definitely pass this inspiration with which I have come here.
Thank you so much.
So I'll definitely pass it on, sir. It's
Thank
very
you,
nice
sir.
interacting to you.
Same here. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you.